Okay, we got a pull starter off of a generator, and there's the mechanism. I'll put that out of the way in a minute. And there's the case. All that has got to be in there. I've tried about 10-15 times. My fingers can't do it, and I can't think of anything. So I want to do a PS conversion. I'll make it fuck in there in a minute. Okay, so 3 times I've had that wound up and in there and trapped in there inside there, and I can either add that piece there down in there, but that bit, the outside bit, there's no way I can get it on. It's retaining pin just there, so I can get the spring all the way in here, and it ends up there and here and up over here, but I cannot get it down on that pin. So what's needed is from here, the spring will go to there, is a slot right the way down through the case, down past this point here. So let me do it, and I'll show you what I'm on about once I've done it. Over and out. Okay, so there you go. Axle cut right down the side, right across where the wire would go, and hopefully now the spring will go in there, obviously. Now let me see if I can fix it. The spring now, once I've got it inside of here, all wound and round, it'll be in there. Then the end bit, this bit, I'll come round here and be up and over here. Well, all I do is push it around, drop it down into that split. I need to alter the end of this, so as it's not so much on there, all it wants is a little hook on it. So as it a hook at the side there. So I'll get a pair of pliers and do that. Okay, so you've seen how I cut the hole in the side. Now I'm going to use the mechanism with the string around it to put inside there. I'll pre-engage the spring through there and then wind it on. Okay, so I've cut the case. I put the spring inside and sticking out the hole that I've made, and it's on this. When I wind this now, the spring actually goes in. Now if I can wind that all the way in, it'd be magic, but I don't know. So I'm going to have to go and find out. Let's see if I can wind it in. Right. So here we go. As I was saying, how do you wind your springs in? That's the way to go. There you go. About half a minute to put that in, wind it round, take that out. Now I can take the tape off of that, and we can reload this back into there and pull the string through, and we're in on a winner. Okay, so this time we'll wind it up. So there you are. All in and ready. All I need now is a backing plate. Job done. Okay, all that's left to remain now is to put 2 spinner clips on with the spring. The spring goes in the main housing. these two go on here with two little springs. I've got them here. If you ever strip one of these down, watch these springs. They've disappeared 3 times and you'd never know where they go. First time I put my phone over to film this, when I looked back, one of the clips was missing. It was caught on the strap on the front of the phone case. Anyway, let me put this back together and I'll show you the finished job. Well, hopefully, there you have it. I can hold the camera and show you at the same time. See the teeth engaging? Right, now, the only outsidey thing now is where I've made the actuator come through for the spring. The spring is there. The spring needs cutting off and bending round so as it's not horrible and ugly like that. I'll do that now. Well, would you Adam and Eve it? I said to the wife, I was bending the end bit backwards and forwards trying to snap it off, and it wouldn't snap off. And I said, well, that's a pain in the ass. I said, because this stuff, normally when you bend, trying to put a bend in it, it snaps. So anyway, I eventually snapped it. Then I put the pliers on the end to get a little bend, and what happens? Snap. Again, snap. Snap. So now I've got the voice lighter, I'm going to warm it up and then put a bend in it. Or I might go out and do it on a gas stove, might be easier. There you go. I just heated it on the stove and put a bend in it. And to stop the heat, I held it further down, nearer here, with a sponge to stop the heat transmitting up it, because it would take the spring out of the steel. Not that it mattered this far out, but there you go. Should be cool enough to handle now. So fingers crossed. Job done. Back on a Jenny in the morning. Decent pull start. Okay, there you go. There's the thing. Now that will just push in, and there you go. One pull mechanism. Perfectly working order. So easy. That took all of 3 minutes to put together, compared to this afternoon, about an hour and a half, just trying to get the spring inside there. Job done. There's a way around everything. Just figuring it out how. Okay, so I'm back out in the garage, and I brought the tracer out with me. As you know, I used the impact screwdriver to get them off, and I repaired the impact screwdriver video before this video. So now there's only 2 screws on here when I took it off, because whoever done it must have got 2 out, couldn't get the other 2 out, and then left it. But anyway, I've now got the pull start working, and now it's just a matter of putting her back on. I could pick a different angle if I want as well now. Just a matter of putting her back on, 4 screws, and then redoing the casing up. Job done. So we'll get on with that and I'll show you after I've done it. Okay, so I fitted the pull start back on, and there she's engaging. That's all I need to know. It's there, she's engaging. She will pull, so I'll do that in a second when I got 2 hands. But now the PS conversion I've done, but I put the slit in the case to wind it, so now the spring winds in. There's the PS conversion. See the little loop sticking out there? That's all you can see, is that little loop. From above, you'd never know it's been altered. I've done many PS conversions. I used to be famous for them. They always end up better than the original. Anyway, let me pull start that and put it back together, and we'll see what she's starting like now. She's cold for real. Right, put her back together. In theory, I haven't touched the carburetor or the fuel system. All I've done is put a new lead on and a casing on. In theory, she should start, no trouble. So this is going to be a true test starting from cold. The pull starter now hasn't got as much cord on it, because to get it out and we get the spring out, I had to cut a bit off. But there's enough there to start her. So we'll see how she's going to start. Fingers crossed.